Hello everyone, Mr. Motier here. What I'm going to show you today is how to add using base 10 blocks. So let's say that I want to add the two numbers together, 31 plus 24. Yes, Mila, we know you're here. I always want to get into the excitement. So what is 31 plus 24? Sorry, I'm just going to move my cat. You go down here, Mila. All right. So maybe you know how to do it on paper, but there's always the option to use manipulatives to help you solve a problem. So let's show those first using the base 10 block. So we're going to represent those numbers first, and then we're going to add them together. So for 31, I have a 3 in the tens column, which means I have 3 rods, and a 1 in the ones column, so 1 cube. So that's 31. 24, I have 2 tens, or 2 rods, and 4 ones, so I'm going to use 4 cubes to show that one. So there are those two numbers represented, and all we have to do now is add them together. So when I add them together, I'm just going to count all these rods together, and I'm going to count all of these ones together, or all of these cubes together. So let's start by counting the rods. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rods. Each of them is worth 10. So I could count them by tens if I wanted to, or I could do 10 times 5, but let's count them by tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this addition problem then, the answer is that 31 plus 24 is 55. Let's look at one that might be a little bit trickier. So let's do 55. We'll keep that there. $55 plus 39. So I have 55 already shown here. And then let's do 39. So I have 3 tens and 9 ones. There we go. So now what do? I put them all together. So put all the rods together, put all the ones together, and then I would count them up. So let's count them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I know there's an 8 in the tens. And then let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 ones. So can I write it like this? Can I say the answer is 814? The answer is no. And why is it I can't write it like that? You can pause the video to think about it. Let's look at it together. So you'll remember, in place value, I can only have one digit in each of the columns. So if I write the number like this, Well, I have 2 digits in the ones column with this one, right? I have a 1 and a 4. So I can't really do that. Because if I write this number like this, what that's telling people is not 8 tens and 14 ones. They would read it as 814, which is a lot bigger than what I have here. So that's not showing the right number. So what I have to do is trade in some of the ones for a 10 if I can. So I know that 10 ones equals 1 rod or 1 10. So if I trade in those 10s, this is why it's important to understand place value. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to trade in 10 ones for one of my rods. And then I can't trade these ones in anymore. So I know it's okay, it's safe to keep them in the ones column. So then I count up the numbers and I can write them on paper. So let's count the 10s again. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So there's 90. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. There, now I'm not running into the problem of having 2 digits in one of my columns. I only have 1 digit in each of the columns. So the answer here is 55 plus 39 equals 94. Let's look at one more where we also again have to exchange. This time though I'm going to do the exchange first before I try to count up all my 10s, because it kind of added an extra step for me, right? I counted them, I wrote them down, and then I had to recount them. So let's say I have 26 so I'm going to show that like this, 26, and I want to add 17. Or let's add 16. So 26 plus 16. What's the answer? So again, I'm going to combine these rods, and I'm going to combine these ones, but I'm going to first do the ones, because if I have 10 of them, as I'm counting them, I'm going to trade them in automatically for another rod before I count the rods. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I do have 10 ones, so I can trade them in for a rod. And then I can't trade these ones in, so I stop there. And I know that I have 2, and then how many 10s? 10, so 4 10s. 4 times 10 is 40, or I can count them by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have 42. I'm kind of running out of paper here. Okay, I can do it on here. So it was, what was it, 26 plus 16 is equal to 42. So that's how you can use base 10 blocks to add numbers together. Let's do one more. I'm going to get another sheet of paper, and then we'll do the last one. Okay, so this one I am going to do 58 plus 73. So what is that answer? So let's represent them first. So I have 58 here. So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then I have to show the 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 58. And then let's show 73. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. So let's add all those numbers together now. So I'm going to group up all the 10s and group up all the 1s and then recount them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got to 10 ones, so I know I can trade in those 10 ones, and I have to trade them in to get one more of these rods. So I do that, I'm left with 1, 1. So I already know the answer is going to have 1, 1, because I would never trade back down when I'm adding. And then let's count up the rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I get to 10 rods. And whenever I get to 10, I can't show 10 in just one column. So I have to trade in these rods for the next place value up, which is hundreds. So I have to trade in 10 rods, I know, gives me one of the flats or one of the hundreds. So I'm going to trade in these 10 rods to get my 100. And now I know I can't trade anymore, so now I can just count up the numbers. So now I have 3 rods, so 1, 2, 3. So I know 3 is going to go there, and 100. So there you go, 131 is my answer. So always remember, if you can trade up, you have to trade up.